A Sagittarius guy will notice if you demonstrate that you care about him. How can you make a Sagittarius guy regret losing you? Sagittarius must be allowed time and space to express his feelings or he may flee. When Sagittarius begins to miss you, it may take some time, but he will be honest and advise you to wait. You should convey to him how well you are doing. Even if you still have feelings for your ex-boyfriend, it's preferable to keep things as they were. Many men are put off by sticky spouses and, as a result, make the unfortunate decision to leave them. However, if they view the same woman in a completely different light, as strong, confident, and cheery without him, something changes. And they may reconsider and regret losing you. How to make a Sagittarius man regret losing you? 1. Stay positive. How do you make a Sagittarius guy regret losing you? Always strive to see the positive side of things, regardless of the circumstances. It is a guaranteed approach to make a man born in the sign of Sagittarius miss you. Will a Sagittarius guy regret losing you? If you have an enthusiastic and happy attitude, he will be more drawn to you since he will recognize you are meant to be with him. One of the most appealing characteristics in a spouse is a positive view on life. In contrast, if he quits speaking to you but you continue to pursue him, he will recede deeper. Do not assume the worst anytime he is quiet. It does not always follow that he has been unfaithful to you or has ceased loving you. He needs alone time and hopes you understand. When he sees that you are cool and confident about the issue, he will be more likely to return. 2. Use the internet to get his notice. If you want a Sagittarius guy to miss you, you must capture his interest in a discreet manner online. Do not react to any of his posts while he is quiet. Instead, share memes and photographs that you know will get his interest. Perhaps some flirty and sensual selfies will suffice. They are drawn to women who are smart and philosophical, so try providing some significant information or links to stories with social commentary. You might also write evaluations of the books you're presently reading and cite some famous thinkers. This gesture will stimulate his interest and make his intellect function faster. If he is interested by you, he is more likely to make contact. 3. Let him take the first step. If he remains silent, do not initiate contact. Allow him to contact you whenever he is ready, which may be anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. When he understands you've been waiting for him, he'll gain confidence and be more inclined to return. It is not unusual for them to stop communicating with you for a brief period of time before reappearing. It does not have to be in response to a quarrel, he may simply have been bored or annoyed. When they are finally ready, they often act as if nothing has occurred to them. Do not alienate him by delving too deeply into the past or asking too many questions. If you continue to interrogate him, he may run away from you and never return. 4. Maintain your mystique. It seems to reason that being mysterious is one of the most effective methods to attract most guys. You may keep people wondering about your identity by not sharing all of your personal details. You should be open with him and tell him about yourself, but you should also keep some things private. This will stimulate his attention and drive him to ask you further questions or conduct independent investigation. Being excessively conversational with him will only make it simpler for him. Allow him to learn about you gradually over time. Instead of dumping everything at once, he will bombard you with inquiries about your preferences and hobbies. With this method, you can be confident that he will always look forward to the next time you two get together. Furthermore, you should avoid making yourself too accessible and resist the impulse to respond to his SMS messages immediately. He will surely miss you. 5. Be self-assured. Sagittarius men are known for their confidence, and as a result, they choose women that exhibit the same characteristic. It is time for you to stop being so restrained and begin reflecting your confidence to the outer world. Make yourself stand out amid the crowd without calling too much attention to yourself, just enough to capture his attention. This is another method for making a Sagittarius regret losing you. 6. Seductive presence. Having a captivating presence requires you to exude confidence in everything you do. To get the man to notice your presence or absence, you need to dress and seem the part. Display some of your most beautiful characteristics as long as it does not make you uncomfortable. 7. Avoid chasing after him. If you want a Sagittarius guy to regret losing you, avoid pursuing him when he becomes aloof and silent around you. It is normal for them to withdraw at times, and you must avoid the temptation to follow him during these moments. Otherwise, your efforts will be futile. They frequently love their independence and prefer to be silent in order to clear their minds and reaffirm themselves of their freedom. It would be great if you avoided flirting with other men while he is not speaking to you. Attempting to generate envy in him will fail. Now that you have extra time, use it to further your career ambitions. He will notice your attempts to enhance your life as well as your refusal to wait for him. 8. Give him some room. When a man develops affections for you, you should expect him to pursue you and want to stay with you. This is not true, however, for a man born under the sign of Sagittarius. Given how freewheeling and independent he is, he may continue this for a long before stopping. You shouldn't be concerned if this occurs to you, but if you want him to regret leaving you, distance is required. If they remain silent for a lengthy amount of time, it is most likely not because of you, but because they want to learn more about life. It's hard to forecast what he'll do. He may go on a trip, take a new class, or go on a month-long tranquil retreat. Therefore, you should give him the space he needs, and he will ultimately return to you. You should allow him to take a break after every fight, even if it was the reason he left. This gap will give him enough time to review the situation and, most likely, perceive it from a new perspective. When they are upset, they prefer to calm down and consider things through, but they can also be impulsive. It's conceivable that he's avoiding any conversation and engagement with you in order to organize his thoughts before acting. Instead of constantly testing him, give him some room to work with. 9. Be independent. When disaster comes, every guy believes he is the one to rush to the rescue in full combat gear. If you want to attract the attention of a man born under the sign of Sagittarius, you should attempt to be your own distinct self. You should not rely on him for everything. Instead, you should learn certain abilities and practice them on your own. This attempt will most likely retain his interest. If you are not accustomed to being alone, you can discover these resources online. 10. Be fun. It's no wonder that Sagittarius guys have a good time. It's a major distinguishing characteristic that will capture his attention right away. Even under the most trying circumstances, if you can maintain a grin and laugh it off, you will radiate the confidence that he seeks. If you possess these characteristics, a guy born under the sign of Sagittarius will fall in love with you and wonder how he survived without you.